Hey y'all, it's Candace with a K here, and today I will be giving my review of The Love Lyric by Kristina Forrest, okay? I will be breaking down all the things that I liked and some of the things that I didn't quite like about this title, so if you are interested, please keep watching. For those that don't know, The Love Lyric is the third book of the Green Sisters series, so we started off with The Neighbor Favor, then we had the partner plot, and now we have the love lyrics. So each sister got their own love story, and it actually has been really great to see how this universe, so to speak, unfolds and how all of their love stories are somewhat interconnected. I, of course, read them in sequence, and I definitely have a ranking of where I would put each book, and I'll be sure to give you that ranking before this video is up. But I do want to provide you with the book description, and then I will get into my review. So from Amazon, it reads, Iris Green used to be a woman with a plan, but all of that changed after she met the love of her life at 25, got pregnant and married, and then became a widow and a single mother, all in a little over 2 years. Now, after years of hustling, Iris is the director of partnerships at a beauty company and raising 6-year-old Calla by herself. Despite her busy life, she still can't help but feel lonely. She needs to catch her breath. And one night at her sister's wedding, she steps outside to do just that. She sees a certain singer who takes her breath away. By all accounts, pop R&B singer Angel Hughes has it made. He's a successful musician, has just scored a brand ambassador deal with an emerging beauty company, but he's still not fulfilled. He's not producing songs he's passionate about, and there's a gaping hole in his love life. When he visits the Save Beauty office to kickstart his campaign, he's delighted to see Iris, his stylist sister, the beautiful woman he secretly had a crush on for years. Despite their obvious attraction to each other, they must stay professional throughout the campaign tour, a goal that doesn't quite pan out. But when it becomes clear their lives aren't in sync, can they fall back and step to the same rhythm and beat? Kind of a spoiler here. The description is better than the book. I hate to say that, but I did end up giving this book only 3 out of 5 stars, and that is in part because I felt it was a little slow and the story wasn't as interesting as I had anticipated. Before I get in depth into the review, and this review will contain spoilers, I would like to talk about the cover a little bit because I do love the cover, and especially I love the 3 books all together. When looking at this cover, it's obvious the love lyric. It is about this musician. Okay, so it encapsulates the story, right? Encapsulates has become my favorite word. But it really does like showcase what the story is about. You have Angel there with his burgundy-esque hair. You've got the crowd in love because they're fawning over this superstar. You got Iris gazing into his eyes. So it really does put you in the mind that this is going to be the most lovey-dovey story. And it really is not. Let's talk about it. I will say that the cover kind of put it in my mind that this was Usher. And as I was reading it, I could only think about Usher. In part because he had a single stage name, Angel. And so Usher has a single stage name. And there's a scene where they go roller skating. And I was like, if this is not Usher, this is Usher, okay? Here is where my review begins. That's basically code for saying if you don't want no spoilers, it's time for you to go. I feel as though it is a good book. I will not negate that. I love Kristina Forrest's writing. However, the pacing of this book for me was just a tad bit slow, and it really didn't get anywhere. So early on in the book, we find out that Violet is getting married, okay, because we kind of got that from the partner plot. Angel is at the wedding because Angel is Violet's client. Angel has a crush on Iris. They have a small interaction at this wedding. And it's kind of leaving there. So Angel has this crush on Iris. He writes her a song. She hears this song. He becomes the brand ambassador for the company that she works for. So now they are forced to be together because they go on this brand tour. Forced proximity is one of my favorite romance tropes because it's just great. Like, yeah, put me in the same room with my man and that is going to become my man. And that is what happens. But I think what was missing for me personally was the buildup of tension between the two of them. Like, it's clear that they like each other. It's clear that they want to be together. There wasn't enough banter between the two of them because Angel was in such a crush that he was willing to do whatever for Iris. And I like that too. But it just didn't give me the tingles and the butterflies and the feels that I like to receive from the male character in romance books, if this all makes sense. I do appreciate the vulnerability that was expressed from both characters. So for Iris, she became a widow at a very young age, with a daughter. And that in itself just was like, whoo, that's a lot to handle. And on the other hand, Angel has basically a mean mom because she's a Bible thumper and he wants to do secular music. And so she's not supportive of it, although he's financially supporting her. So seeing the vulnerabilities that they expressed in the book was nice. Like, it is a wholesome book. And I guess I was just expecting something more. I would definitely say that this is a palate cleanser. It's a nice way to, if you've read something heavy, if you've read something probably too far gone and you just want to come back to reality, this is probably a good means of doing that, because it definitely does level the playing field, so to speak. I don't know. Another thing about this book is that Iris is presented as kind of like the homebody sister, the more boring sister. And I don't know if Kristina was trying to make that come across as well when crafting the story, because Iris is a little more reserved. Iris is a little more quiet, and I don't know if that was the goal here. Now, if I were to rank the Green Sisters series, Partner Plot is still my number one. Then it would be Neighbor Favor, and the Love Lyric would be last. All in all, I will say that this is just my third book of Kristina Forrest. I haven't read anything else from her catalog, but I love her writing, and I love the ease of her writing. Like, it's very palette cleansing, like I said, and I don't know if that applies to all of her work. And granted, I don't want her doing anything super raunchy or anything else, but when I read a romance book, I want to feel the feels. Like, I want all the tingles. I want all the imaginative things that are supposed to come from reading about someone else's love story. Like, it should be fairy tale like, even if it's realistic. Because it's the element of love. Like, love is supposed to be illogical and it's supposed to be this whimsical thing, I think. Maybe that's just my perception of love. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely will have this book linked down below. I received an advanced copy of this book, so I'm hoping that the copy that you received is also very similar, and maybe my thoughts aren't super far-fetched and maybe have been changed upon release. But if not, this is what I got. And so you could go ahead and get your copy today. And I look forward to seeing what else we get. And with that, I'll be sure to tell you to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.